Sorry, you had some background noise. This is Vencio and Hernandez. Okay. I just heard it again. Something's acting up on my YouTube. The court is calling cause number 2008 AG 1524. This is a hearing on a motion filed by the Attorney General's office. It's called a motion to modify and to confirm child support arrearage. Parties in this case are Monica Provencio and Manuel Hernandez, who are presently before me. The court is conducting this hearing on a Zoom application since we cannot appear in court. There's my picture. I came back. And we're also live streaming this matter on the YouTube channel. That is to comply with the Texas rules. We have to keep open courts available to the public. However, as soon as we finish this hearing today, then that live stream will be taken off the YouTube channel. I am recording the evidence in this computer-generated system. Parties to conduct themselves according as if they were in court, because you are in court and you are before me. I'll ask parties not to talk over each other, one person talking at the same time. Sometimes the audio may be having difficulties, and sometimes we may have computer-generated problems. We will just bear with us. We'll fix all the computer problems that we have. All right, at this time, I'll ask the Attorney General make an announcement on this case. Ms. Morris.
Brooklyn Morris, here for the state of Texas, Assistant Attorney General. Parties have agreed to a modification and confirmation on this afternoon, and we want to put it on the record and ready to proceed.
All right. Okay, in that case, let me have both of you please raise your right hand so I can swear you in. Do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
I do.
All right, thank you. You can put your hands down now. All right, Ms. Morris, go ahead.
Yes, the state calls Ms. Provencio. Ms. Provencio, can you please state your full name for the record?
Monica Yvonne Provencio.
And what are the names of the children or child before the court?
Manuel Hernandez Jr.
And how old is Manuel Jr.?
12.
12 years old.
Yes.
And who is the father of Manuel?
Manuel Hernandez Sr.
And was Mr. Hernandez previously, or excuse me, were you previously ordered to pay child support?
Yes.
Have you fallen behind on that payment since it was rendered, that order?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the amount in which you fell behind?
Yes.
And what amount would that be?
You showed it to me just a second ago. It was 4,000, like $100 and something. All
right. Let the record reflect, our state would like to show as Exhibit A, Your Honor, the FINA Financial Activity Report for Mrs. Provencio. My screen is disabled, but perhaps it might have been filed.
I have it because I took a picture of it when you told me, so I can give you the exact amount.
And what is that amount?
$4,424.12. All
right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And have you been providing for Manuel?
Yes.
In what ways have you provided other than the ordered child support?
I give direct payments to the dad. I also have credit cards for my children, and I deposit money in there. Anything that they need, I provide it. And I also provide their health insurance.
Okay, and when you say anything that they need in particular, just 2 or 3 things, what would that look like?
Clothes, food, I'll Uber food, I'll send groceries through Walmart delivery, um, whatever they need.
Okay, and are you living in the vicinity of them, or where are you at, where you have to order groceries to them? Why is that?
I live in Arizona.
Okay, you live in Arizona, so you provide that way. Okay, let's see.
And then I also pay for their trips to come over.
Okay, so you also provide travel expenses for your visitation.
Mhm.
Um, okay, well, let's see. And if I were able to draft this order today, and based on the confirmation, and I might come back to you as well, are you willing to allow me to draft this order without you having first reviewed it?
Yes.
Okay. I passed the witness for now, Your Honor.
Okay.
State calls Mr. Hernandez. Mr. Hernandez, may you please state your full name for the record?
My full name is Manuel Rodolfo Hernandez.
And you're the father of Manuel Jr., correct?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
And you heard the testimony of Ms. Provencio, correct?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
And that she has been previously ordered child support, correct?
Correct.
And has she fallen behind on those payments?
Yes, she has been.
Okay, and you heard that amount that was read on the record, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
At $4,424.12.
Correct.
Okay. What, if anything, would you want to do with that amount that is owed to you?
So I would like to go ahead and get it waived, ma'am.
Okay, and when you say waive, do you mean release that
Release it.
balance?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you understand that by you releasing that balance, that would bring her arrears at 0, correct?
Correct, ma'am.
Okay, and you also understand that you can't go back and reclaim that balance, correct? Okay, now I want to talk to you about the previously ordered child support amount. You've heard the testimony about what Ms. Provencio has been doing for the child outside of the support, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And what, if anything, do you have to say about in ways she's provided?
Yeah, well, the things that she mentioned, she left a couple things out. For example, my son is just full with shoes. He's got all kinds of shoes. She's constantly sending him shoes. I've had to tell her, hey, slow down on him, because she does send him quite a bit. I mean, down to the clothes, the groceries. There's things, it's not that I can't provide for the kids, but there's things that the kids want, and I'm at work or whatever the case may be. So she'll actually Uber it out here for them. Or sometimes he doesn't feel like cooking, and I'm at work, and well, she'll end up Ubering something out here at any given moment. So it's very nice to have that. No doubt.
Okay, so it sounds like you're satisfied with the current state of this relationship between.
Almost definitely, ma'am. Yes, I am.
All right, and so what are your intentions in terms of further support from Mrs. Provencio in regards to?
As long as we continue the way things are, I mean, they've been like that for going on almost a year and a half now, which is great. We've built that relationship once again. It was unfortunate that what we went through, but we all got to look forward and move forward. And I'm just glad that I've got the relationship back with her, and we can communicate and be civil about things, and
Okay.
we do it for the kids. Is what we do.
Okay, so what role, if anything, do you want the OAG to play in this support? Are you looking for further support from Ms. Provencio based on what you've told us this afternoon?
No, ma'am. I mean, if like I tell you, it's a thing. If we could just close out the case, I'm ready for that.
Okay, so it's your wishes that we close this, set support the case, correct?
Correct, ma'am.
And if we were to do that, would you allow me to draft this order without you having first reviewed it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Past the witness, I am.
Okay, any other evidence, testimony?
One last thing, Ms. Provencio, how are you providing health insurance for Manuel?
Through my employer.
Okay. No questions. The state rests subject to a brief closing recommendation.
Okay, so Mr. Hernandez, you can tell me that Ms. Provencio does have health insurance for this time. I guess it would be Manuel.
Yes, she does.
You have the ID cards and everything else you need.
I do, sir. Would you like to see it?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
You're under oath, so I'm believing you.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay. So Manuel is not covered on state insurance, Medicaid, CHIP, or anything like that.
Right. No, he's got his health insurance. It's Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Okay. And we're only talking about Manuel because I think Angelina, she's already 18.
She graduated already. Yes, sir. She's now 19 years old. She'll be 20 here in January.
Okay. When will Manuel graduate from high school? How old is he right now?
He is 12 years old, sir.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you. Any other questions for either party? Ms. Morris?
No, Your Honor.
All right. What is the state's recommendation on this matter?
Your Honor, based on the testimony presented today, the state recommends that the court finds that there has been a material and substantive change since the previous order was rendered, and that Mrs. Provencio has, according to the Texas Family Code, has the ability and has been providing for the child and contributing support of the child, in that she's provided credit cards, excessive amount of clothes, food, any at will, things outside of this order, including her child support. And also, in addition to that, the financial resources that have been available in support of the child. The state recommend that the child support judgment in the amount of, be reduced in the amount of $0. The only thing owed to Mr. Hernandez was the $4,424.12. The state recommends that the child support be modified to $0. As Mrs. Provencio again has been providing for excessive amount of necessities for the child outside of the court order.
All right. And the amount of confirmation of 0 arrears, would that be as of yesterday's date or what date?
It would be as of 10/5/2020.
Okay. Child support commencing what date? November 1 or?
November 1, Your Honor.
Okay. I was sorry, would that be any provision for health insurance for the child?
I'm sorry?
Health insurance for the child, anything on the order for that?
To be continued as ordered, previously ordered under mom's private health employer.
Okay. Health insurance by mom. Okay. Mr. Hernandez, you heard the recommendation of the state with regard to the finding that there be no child support arrears.
Sure.
There be no child support set. Ms. Provencio continue with the health insurance for the child.
Yes, sir.
That recommendation.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Provencio, are you in agreement as well?
Yes. Will this close out the case, Your Honor?
Well, that's something between Mr. Hernandez and the Attorney General's office, but I would assume that it's some, I don't know, there's other administrative action that they have to take in order to close out the case. Something that you all have to work out with the AG's office.
The financial financial support office will be notified of this order if it is found granted, and then there'll be administrative review, and then they'll notify you very shortly if
Okay.
there's anything that pops up. So.
All right. Any other questions, Ms. Provencio? No?
No.
Okay, you have to verbalize it. Right, and Mr. Hernandez, any other questions, sir?
No, sir.
All right, the court will follow the recommendation as stipulated by the parties, zeroing out any arrears, zeroing out any child support, and continuing with the health insurance for the children, for the child in this case. Okay, Ms. Morris, you'll go ahead and prepare the orders, and it's me to that usual the usual procedure. I will sign the order. The order will be filed with the clerk's office and copies will be sent to the parties. Right, anything we need to address, Ms. Morris?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, very well. That will conclude our hearing then. Thank parties for their participation, working this matter out. And since there's nothing else to be done, that concludes our hearing. Parties are now excused. Thank you all very much.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. See, Mr. Knauf is back. Where are we, Mr. Knauf?
After conferring with the parties, an agreement has been reached on all substantive issues pled before the court.
Okay. All right. This is on. Okay, we're still recording. All right, Mr. Garcia, are you back with us today?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Esparza, you're also back with us?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, I just want to make sure because, you know, we usually have some audio problems. All right, the court is calling cause number 2013 DCM 3573. This is a hearing on a motion filed by the Attorney General. It's a motion for modification and to confirm child support arrearage. Parties in this case are Ivan Garcia and Ina Esparza. Both parties are present before me. Joel, I don't think we're present when I gave my usual general instructions. This matter is being conducted through the Zoom application since we cannot appear in court because of the pandemic crisis that's going on. However, we are live streaming this matter through the YouTube channel, and I'm recording the evidence in this case through the computer-generated system. However, as soon as we finish this hearing here today, this live stream will be taken off the YouTube channel. I'll remind parties that you are present before me and you are present in court. So I'd ask parties to conduct themselves as if they were in court, not talk over each other. Wait until a question is asked before you start answering. Sometimes the audio problems may occur. All right, those are the general instructions in every case, not just in your case, but in every case. That being said, I'm going to ask the Attorney General to make an announcement in this matter. Is there enough?
Douglas Knaut for the Office of the Attorney General. After conferring with the parties, an agreement has been reached on all substantive matters before the court today.
All right. Then in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask both parties, Mr. Garcia and Mr. Esparza, please raise your right hands. Mrs. Esparza, I can't see you, but I'm assuming that you are raising your right hand, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. You can put down your hands, please. All right, Mr. Kurnoth, tell me, what is the agreement?
Parties have agreed that there has been a material change of circumstances since the prior order. Mr. Ivan Garcia has lost his job and is currently receiving unemployment benefits. Thus, child support should be modified to $281 per month, beginning the first day of next month and continuing monthly thereafter. Medical support should be modified to $51 per month, beginning the same day. The child should be covered under the appropriate government healthcare assistance program, and Mr. Garcia should be referred to the NCP Choices Texas Workforce Program to help find him gainful employment. Parties have agreed there should be a judgment on the arrears as of the last day of last month in the amount of $827.79 for past due child support and $247.84 for past due medical support, to be paid back at a rate of $100 per month. That's $60 per month going to past due child support and $40 a month going to past due medical support.
Okay. Mr. Garcia, you heard what has been represented to me as an agreement. Is this what you have agreed upon, sir?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Esparza, is this what you have agreed upon, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right, having heard the parties stipulate on the record with regard to those matters agreed upon, the court will approve the agreement and will make that agreement part of the court order that is to be submitted in this case. And for the record, the court will confirm that the modified child support amount will be $281 a month, medical support of $51 a month. That is to commence November 1, Mr. Knopf.
Yes, sir.
All right, the court will further confirm child support arrearages. In this case, I got $827.79
Yes, sir.
amount on child support
Yes.
and $247.84 on medical support arrears.
Yes, sir.
And payments, an additional payments of $60 on the child support arrears and $40 on the medical support arrears.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Canal says, okay, and the order further requires that Mr. Garcia participate in the NCP Choices program. Purpose of that referral was to see if Mr. Garcia can obtain a job through the Texas Workforce Commission. He's required to report to that office, Mr. Garcia. Right now, it's also be through telephonic reporting. Looking for the information for the trabajo under the program. Mr. Canaf, do you have that information? You can provide that to Mr. Garcia.
Don't have it immediately handy, but if
Oh, here it is. I found it.
Oh,
On my little slip. Mr. Garcia, I need for you to have something so you can write down with. I'm going to provide you information about that program.
Let me get a pen real quick.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All right. The person that you need to talk to, his name is Angel Hernandez.
Okay.
His phone number is 250
915.
915, yes, sir. 915-250-6927.
Okay.
That's the individual that is working on the Trabajo Under Live program, the NCP Choices program. Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to provide a referral form for Mr. Hernandez, letting him know that you have been referred to that program through the court.
Okay.
And they will make all efforts to see what they can do to help you obtain a job.
Okay.
All right, court will approve the agreement as stipulated by the parties, and that will be the order of the court. Is there anything else that we need to address, Mr. Knopf?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right, sir, if you will go ahead and prepare the order, I will send it to me. I will sign it. The order will then be filed with the clerk's office, and copies will be sent to the parties. Is there anything else, Mr. Knopf?
Nothing further in this matter, sir.
Mr. Garcia, anything else?
No, that's it.
Mr. Esparza, anything else?
No, sir.
All right. Very well. That concludes our hearing in this case. The parties are excused. Thank you all for working this matter out.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.